Let this be a lesson to you folks. When doing recordings, always double check your recording system is actually going. Fortunately, on this episode of Let's Play Project D3 for DMO with your host, Paying the Piper, we did not have any issues. Thankfully. No data was lost. So, last time on Project D3, before the system crashed and we had to reboot, we had picked up and completed off-screen for the most of it the search for Pon Chessmon Black. Remember, Leomon's Nest is this area. Don't be the silly who screams, "Where's Leomon's Nest?" It's right here. We did the research sample for Kurata. We beat up the Vegemon because they offended Kurata on an aesthetic level. And we picked up suspicious items. The robust server that is robust actually gave us an extra suspicious item. This will come in handy later. Right now, you'll notice a few of these guys are dropping 100 bits. Don't worry about it. There's one area that gives you 200-bit cracked digi-eggs that are very nice to pick up. But this could be even more serious than I thought. It is more serious than I thought. Oh dear, that's not good. The digital world is under attack! What else is new? New daily quest! Rampaging Digimon Cleanup Operation! This is basically picking up more suspicious items. So we already have one in our inventory, 2 more, and we'll call it a wrap. The items must be examined. Whoop, hello, it doesn't look like they were created in the digital world. 3 guesses who made them. Your first 2 of Ken and Digimon Emperor do not count. Let's see here. Now, we have added a new quest. To speak to Commander Richard Sampson. We won't be doing that for a while, so I am going to mute that on our quest list. Oh, if at any time the game's music starts to get annoying, and believe you me, sometimes it can be, to turn it off without messing with your volume settings, pull up your settings menu, go to sound, and you can click these little square boxes here, where they all say on, flip them over to off, and then hit OK, and your game will be muted. No fuss, no muss, no messing with your dials. So, report over to Pon Chessmon White. And while we're here, I'm going to go ahead and return that. Basically, I'm going, like I said, I don't get why people would use the whole buy gold with cash system. It's ineffective. You get more than enough bits to play with just by doing this. Farm your own dang stuff. Suspicious item for... I don't know which one is for... I'm gonna hope that one's for Commander Sampson, and put that out of the way. Inventory, close! You couldn't find a trace of it? Oh, apparently the Pon Chessmons are it. Okay, don't worry, little White. I'm sure we can find her, buddy. Bring me whatever trace you can find back of where Pon Chessmon Black is. Da 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 da. You have suspicious research. It's none of your business what I'm doing. You're just a lackey. Oh, I thank you, Kurata, for telling me I'm just a lackey. Ooh, I leveled up! Da-da-da. I'm hoping to get Extinct to level up. Because he's so weak, I friggin' want to use the evolution trick to get his HP back up in time. What does a strong weapon need? High powers, resistance to any shock? Kiki. I hate his laugh. It's annoying. He's just annoying! Moving on. He wants 5 wings of Flymon. Okay. And he doesn't even pay you much. That's just the most annoying part. And while we're thinking about it, since we have to trek this direction anyway... wait a moment. We can find Never be afraid. Double check where you find stuff with your quest info. Because even I get lost, and I've already played through this area once. Okay, so Dat's agent emblem should be a random drop. Cross your fingers, knock on wood that I'm correct on that. Flymon's wings we will capture in a moment, along with the 2 remaining mysterious emblems. If the robust server continues to be robust, that won't take very long. Extinct Pummelpeck. You see, for example, last episode I talked about the F2 powering up over F1. Extinct has a perfect example of why you want to pick carefully what you're doing. His Pummelpeck is ridiculously powerful, but it also has an equally long cooldown time. Now, that's all fine and dandy, but his high jump kick isn't as powerful. And I'm calling Extinct a he because his voice actor was a he back over in Season 1! Moving on. So it'll be up to you to choose. Do you want power but slow cooldown, or do you want minimum power, fast cooldown, more damage over time? Or more damage in a shorter period of time. It's really your pick. Right. Oh no, Devil Impmon! Don't laugh like that! You want us to get 5 smelling stuff off of the red Vegemon? Why does that not bode well? At either way you slice it, we need to go talk to the... talk, as in beat the crud out of the people around here anyway to get the last mysterious object required for the Mysterious Objects Daily quest. And we also need to get, well, the Flymon wings. Skill level up! Okay, we have completed the Dat's agent emblem. So yes, that is a random drop from whoever drops it. Yeah, this may take a bit, so I'm gonna go ahead and pause recording to... Oh, well, that finished it up. But still, I should probably go ahead and pause recording for getting the red Vegemon leaves, because that may take a minute. And then we will pick back up when I turn this in. And there we go, 5 offensive-looking leaves for Devil Impmon. Now, what is he gonna do with those? The quest is titled Present for Someone, but I'm not sure it's gonna be a present. Oh boy, time to find out. It is indeed offensive-looking stuff. And apparently finding out does not involve finding out now. I guess my tamer level's too low. Who knows. That's the other thing. If you're in an area and all of a sudden you stop getting quests, that's a good sign as any from the game that you are too low in your tamer level, that you need to level it up. Another way to know that you are out of your league is when you start losing. Mizuchi's up to level 32, I believe, and she can't hold Mega longer than 5 minutes, so let that be a lesson to you boys and girls. You need to be at least level 40 to handle a Mega for longer than 5 minutes. Yeah. Okay. So, with our daily Starmon quest turned in, we now turn around to the Flymon and say, hi! Bye, Fly! Slargemon? I really do wonder how these people come up with their names. Looks like Meiki got his or her account hacked as well. That was a lovely sound. Once again, I should probably take this moment to reiterate that you want to keep an eye on your stamina. There is no way outside of cash shop items for you to recover your stamina while in the field. I hit F2 before it was fully recharged, apparently. When your stamina runs out, you look like you need to be using a walker. You just trudge along slowly. The movement becomes annoyingly slow, hard to dodge guys who attack you, and even worse, your partner slows down as well, to the point where it's like, yeah, that attack you wanted me to launch? Our opponent just got off 5 of them. So, yeah, for your sake and your partner's, and the sake of not losing experience points from dying, I really, really recommend that if you start seeing your little red HP bar located here, or if you still got the icons up here, this red bar right here, if it starts dropping, and your guy's like, you know, you probably should wrap it up, unless you turned off conversations, at which point, well, just keep an eye on your monitor bar thingy. If it starts dropping to, say, here, it's past time to pack it in, head to town, and wait for you to recover. Now, just because you're at an area with a shop does not mean you're in a recovery zone. There are specific designated towns that are recovery zones. You had Yamato? No. Ugh. Orange, take care of him while I look up this information. Ooh! Leave no egg behind! In... Yokohama Village! There we go. That is a designated recovery town. Western Village. The town where you come in from using the DATS portal. That is a designated recovery area. There is no designated recovery area until you get to Wind Valley. And even then it's kind of a where do you find it? And I will point that out when we get there. But for now, if you start noticing your stamina has gone patootie, keep one of these handy. If you find that you have not brought those with you to an area and you start dragging your wagon, so to speak, what you can do is purchase one from the local area shop. In this area, for Western Area Outskirts, the Mud Frigimon that sells transport items along with discs is over by Kurata and Company. We've seen them in passing as we ran through doing those quests. That particular Mud Frigimon does not sell restorative items such as breads, if you are the kind of person who prefers to use breads to recover your partner's HP instead of discs. They also do not sell vitamins, which means if you run out of vitamins and you cannot restore your DS, your Tamer's DS, then that's another sign you need to pack it in and go buy stuff. Going into an area unprepared is like going into a dungeon unprepared. You will suffer for it. And it will not be a pretty suffering. So far as death penalty goes, I don't believe I've died yet, and I hope to keep that up. But the death penalty for dying is a minimal percentage point of your experience is cut off. And wow, I'm really lagging. And that's pretty much it. You don't lose items, you don't drop anything, it's straightforward as they come. And on that note, I see we're inching up towards 15 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up here. Oh look, right as I say wrap that up, we pick up the last part of the What Does a Strong Weapon Need quest. In case anyone hasn't noticed yet, Kurata is that much of a megalomaniac. He's building a weapon, but what does it do? Well, we're gonna find out soon. I think I'm gonna go ahead and nudge this towards... Let's turn these quests in, and then we'll call the video quits. Nah? Yes, in this area there is no boss, so you won't have a sentinel alert pop up over here. So if you're waiting for a boss and going, ooh, what's the boss? What's the boss? The answer is there is no boss. So quit bouncing on your toes, little terrier puppies. There is no boss for this area, therefore nothing to be surprised at. And roaming merchant Mudfridgemon, I was talking about him, her, it earlier. Do we even need to assign Digimon genders? I mean, yeah. Okay, human conventions aside, the shop's very basic. Discs, up to level E of HP DS recoveries, and get your butt back to Western Village teleporters. Let's go ahead and turn in these quests real quick. I won't pick up the new ones, I'll save that for... Yes! 21! Finally! 4 more levels and I get Evolve You to Blossomon. Okay, and we've also picked up quests from the other fellows. So, on that note, we're going to call this episode a quits, and I will see you next time on Project D3.